All right, family, we in the house. We in the house, family. Black Power, we in the house. Come on in. We on that gas shit today. Straight up. Come on in. Come on in. We on that gas shit today. We on that gas. All right, I'm looking for my damn. The hell is my window like? Hold on, there you go. Like, goddamn, where the hell my window go? All right, we in the house today, family. We on that gas shit, that global African supremacy. You know what I'm saying? You come, you in the house. You fucking with the bats. And when I tell you that, I don't say that shit just to say it. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck with the general, and I can show you how, nigga, you can implement this shit in your hood, nigga. Straight up. You can implement this shit anywhere you want to, and it's gonna bring you results. I guarantee you. If you got nuts. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main aspects of having power is having nuts. If you ain't got no nuts, you ain't got no will, you ain't got no will plus some action to back it up, nigga, you ain't gonna achieve nothing. So, today we're gonna talk real talk. You know what I'm saying? This will not be the good nigga initiative today. Okay? And that's when you got to do, you can't do nothing outside of making your master upset. So all plans is of that caliber is what we call the good nigga initiative. And we won't be on that today. You got to go over to the other channels for that. Okay? This was where soldiers and kings and generals and men of great note come to get the blueprint for Black Power, to get the blueprint how to rule nations. Okay? This is what I'm talking about today. How to rule communities, how to rule neighborhoods. You understand what I'm saying? And make motherfuckers bow down to your objectives. Okay? Now today, we talking about, and I put in there Black Power. You understand what I'm saying? But the meaning of power, you understand, and its use. You understand what I'm saying? Particularly Black Power. Now, we can scream Black Power all we want. You understand what I'm saying? But outside of the breath that we use to speak it, you know what I'm saying? We got to sit back and actually think, do we really have the means to bring about the reality of Black Power? Okay, I'm tired of niggas saying Black Power. I have Black Power over myself, but today we talking about Black Power over the community, over the Black nation. You understand what I'm saying? From America to the shores of Africa, to the shores of South America, to the shores of the South Pacific. We need power today. We have everything but power. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand the meaning and usage of power. First and foremost, let me take a look at my chat, because I seen Patah. Patah in the house. That's what's up. All right. We're in the house. We're in the house. We're in the house. King Al is in the house. All right. We're in the house. Okay. Let me go on and move on. Because I know I can insert power, because my kings in the chat going to eliminate your ass. Okay? Now, we got to talk about what the objective of power is. Okay? And I talked about this on other, videos. What is the objective of power? Okay? To take, transfer. I'm gonna use, because you niggas can't accept that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on the good nigga initiative. But some people might say, transfer. But I'm gonna say take, transfer, maintain, wield, and expand power. Let me go over that again. What is the objective of power. To take, maintain, wield, and expand power. Now, when we say wield, that means have and be able to use power or influence. Have and be able to use. Have and be able to use power or influence. Okay? So when we say take power, because ain't nobody gonna give you no goddamn power. Okay, and I'm gonna go over the definition of what I mean by power. What is power? Because I'm saying it and people might not necessarily understand what I mean. Okay? To take, maintain, wield, and expand your power. To expand your influence of power. You see what I'm saying? So as we start with ourselves, and then we build on a larger level on a community scale. Then we build on a nationalistic scale. Then we build on an international scale. Goddamn, and then we're going goddamn intergalactic on these motherfuckers. You understand? We keep expanding our influence and power. Now, what is power? So we can understand what the objective of power is. And when you say take power, and when you say maintain, wield, and expand power, what is power? Now listen to me now. This is the general's definition, okay? Power is the ability to bring your aspirations to reality, regardless of an opposing force trying to stop you. I'm gonna go over that again, okay? This is the general's definition. Power is the ability to bring your aspirations to reality, regardless of an opposing force trying to stop you. That's power. No matter what when you say we taking back the hood, goddamn it, and everything a motherfucker throw at you just bounce off. You understand what I'm saying? That's power. All you have to do is just say be, and it is, because you have the ability to bring this to reality, okay? So what is the objective of power? To take, transfer, maintain, wield, and expand power. And power is the ability to bring your aspirations to reality, regardless of an opposing force trying to stop you. Now, that's very powerful. Them some powerful words right there. But that's all they is words. Motherfuckers can run down all the depth. Okay, Seti, that's power. Okay, then. Well, how the fuck can, we get this kind of power? You see? Now, listen to me. The key component of power is force. Okay? We breaking this shit down today. The key component of power is force. Okay? The equation, listen to me now. The equation of force, listen to me now. Demand plus will, which is aspiration. Demand plus will plus aspiration plus action in numbers. I'm going to go over that equation again. That's force. When you got a demand, you got to lead the hood. You got the will. Niggas is ready to lock and load. You understand? You got the aspirations. That's the blueprint on how you going to turn the community around. You got a demand. You got a will. You got the aspiration. Now you got to back that up with action and numbers. I'm going to go over that again. Demand, will, aspirations. That's the blueprint. And you got the will to bring that blueprint to reality. And you're not waiting, you demand. You have action, you're ready to bring action, and you got the numbers. That's force. That's force. Now, let's be clear. Power, force is, the key component of power. You understand what I'm saying? Force is but then another motherfucker got force too. He got force, so it's gonna be a clash of forces. See, but we're gonna get deeper than that. We're gonna get deeper than that. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get deeper than that. Now, power is the wielding of that force to bring about submission. See, now we talking now. We talking power today. We ain't talking no bullshit. See what I'm saying? You see, power is the wielding. What is the force? Let me go over the force again so that you understand. You see exactly demand, will, aspirations, action, and numbers. So you wield that. What is will? Have and be able to use power and influence. So you got the ability to wield that force. You got the ability to wield that force to bring about submission. So it might be a class of forces. It might be a class of power. And ultimately, the motherfucker who make the other opposing force submit is the most powerful of all. You see what I'm saying? So power is the wielding of that force to bring about submission. Okay, so power is force plus submission. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Force plus submission. You see what I'm saying? If that motherfucker don't submit, you don't have no power. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have no, if your force is not, of the caliber to make a motherfucker submit, you don't have no power. And that's what really the reality is. We speak that which we don't understand. You understand what I'm saying? We speak that which we don't understand. Submission can bring into play more moral or immoral tactics. See, motherfuckers think power got something to do with living righteous, and nigga, that don't mean shit. You can have a despot motherfucker, the most ruthless motherfucker that understanding the equation of power, understanding the equation of force and power. If that despot motherfucker understand that equation, he can bring about power on the righteous. And that's what's wrong with us. You know what I'm saying? We think somehow, nigga, the rules of power are absolute, and it has nothing to do with spirituality, has nothing to do with morality, has nothing to do with anything other than power. The equation of power is absolute unto power. Okay, you can't take the rules of no other game and bring it to the aspirations of power. You see what I'm saying? And that's why a ruthless motherfucker can rule over the righteous. The righteous keep talking about spirituality, but don't have no spiritual power. See, that's what I'm going to talk about today. You understand? With everything, we talk to, education. We were talking about education the other day. Yeah, we got education. We just don't have no educational power. That's what we don't have. We ain't got no force of demand. You see what I'm saying? We don't have no force of demand. You understand? We don't have the aspirations, the will, the numbers. You understand what I'm saying? The action. You understand what I'm saying? To bring our aspirations to reality. You know what I'm saying? And so, without force, hear me out, and submission, you have no power. And so who are we making submit? Who are we making submit? Okay? When you see motherfuckers out here today, we begging motherfuckers. Nah, let me tell you something. When I say, force of demand, okay, a force of demand. And when you got force, you got numbers, you got action. You understand? That's energy. You can hear force, that's energy. You understand? So you got to have action. You understand? You got to have numbers. You understand what I'm saying? When you got action and you got the will. You understand? That shit could be like a crashing goddamn tsunami down upon, you understand, the opposing force. You see what I'm saying? Today, we is in full negotiation for everything that we need to survive. We in negotiation. Like, I hear motherfuckers talking about reparations. And like I say, I'm for that. And we're going to have to do whatever, is necessary to bring that to reality. But it's going to be about power to bring that to reality, because you know what I'm saying, without no power, without no force of demand, without numbers, will, without aspirations, without the action to bring that. And, you know, when we say demand, you know, it's all types of submission. You know what I'm saying? We can, you know, like I said, it could be moral, it could be immoral. Okay, we could say, fuck it, we not spending our money with you, motherfucker. You jumping on our people. And with that power, with that force, we can shut the Koreans down right now today. Okay, now that might be what we call moral, based on morality. You know, moral power, not just morality, because power ain't got nothing to do with morality. You understand what I'm saying? Anything you got, it's morality plus power. It's education plus power. Education without power is, you know, you just some niggas out there with degrees looking for a job. You don't have no power. You don't got no motherfucking power. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, if you ain't ready to look the next man in his motherfucking eye, you understand what I'm saying? And demand, a force of demand. You demanding to be free. You're not asking a motherfucker for your shit. You taking it. So when you negotiate with a motherfucker, you're conceding. Okay, I'm just gonna be real with you. When you ask a motherfucker for your shit, you're conceding the fact you don't have the power to make your will a reality. Anytime you got to sit down and you negotiate, more likely you understand that you don't have the power, nor the force, nor the will to make this individual or make this opposing force submit, so you negotiate. So we are in, so you conceding. So when you concede, that lets you know you don't have no power. Can you please get your boot up off of my neck? Could you please stop shooting our women out in the street like you doing? Could you quit shooting our children out in the street like you? Could you please? You're in the act of negotiation. And when you negotiate, you're conceding the fact that you don't have the power nor the force to bring your will to reality. That's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And so, let me step over here on some shit. Okay? The possibility and potential of power is not the same as wielding power. What am I talking about? Just like I discussed Detroit. Detroit got an 82-83% black population. Got the possibility and potential of power. But somehow, and I wasn't in the city at that time, love my city, they voted in a white mayor. Oh my God. So, you know, that's the possibility and the potential of power deferred. You defer. So when, you know, it's a reckless misuse of power to give away power. You know, it's so shameful. You know, we've been out of power so goddamn long, we don't even know what power is. See, we ain't ready to put no force behind shit. We'll try to bum rush our brother on the block. We'll try to bum rush our brother on the block. But when it come time, anytime you hear a motherfucker, when we talk about, and you cannot talk power without force. Motherfucker might not like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck whether it's, whether it's the gun or it's the boycott. And I don't even like the term boycott because that that almost saying like, you know, we gonna go back to spending all our money with you. It was wrong for us to be spending our money with all our money with these motherfuckers anyway. So a boycott don't mean shit to me. We shouldn't be boycotting. We should be redirecting our monies and our energy towards the upliftment of our community any goddamn way. Are we gonna boycott? I guess if they concede to whatever weak demand you got, then you're gonna go back to spending all your money with it. You understand what I'm saying? So that when you say boycott, in essence, that's almost conceding power. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of saying fuck you and shut your ass all the way down for good. You done fucked up. You done woke up a sleeping giant, and now we about to redirect all our energy. Ain't no boycott. It's over. We shutting y'all motherfuckers down. You know what I'm saying? So right now we are in, in certain instances, we have the reckless misuse of possibility and potential of power. Got the numbers in many cities, just ain't got no power, ain't got no force, ain't got no will, ain't got no aspiration. Okay, the leaders and the major pan-African black power groups that can't, those are the groups that's gonna give you the aspirations. Shut them down. By shutting down the extra extraordinary leaders. If you got extra extraordinary leaders, them ain't gonna come all the time. Chopped it. See, that's power on. You see, anybody can, if they got the ability, if they got the numbers, if they got the will, they can wield power on another individual. Okay? And ain't nobody gonna give you no goddamn power. That's reckless misuse of power to give away power. You understand that? And you asking a motherfucker to put you in a predicament. They gonna give you trillions of dollars. You gonna lay out a blueprint. I hear motherfucker, and it's all good because it's actually what we need. But when you listen to what everybody, that's all ultimately the demise of white power in America. I'm just being real. If you add what Peoples is asking for in reparations, is the demise of white power in America. And probably will be crippling to the United States having global power, you understand, on this earth. That's how crippling. And so even though it's morally right for us to ask for that, based on the rules of power, you niggas is out your fucking mind. You understand what I'm saying? You don't understand morality and power is two different, energies. You understand? Morality ain't got nothing to do with power. You could be morally powerless. You understand? You could be the most moral. That's why they say the po-righteous teacher. You understand what I'm saying? You could be the po-righteous without no goddamn power. You know what I'm saying? So, and say this, if a motherfucker might have to be immoral based on, and whatever you choose for that to be, because a lot of people's morality and immorality, is judged on two different levels. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you just like this. Before I go off into extinction, God damn it, I will be immoral to come into power. And because that, when you understand in power, you understand what I'm saying? You have to close your eyes many times. And especially when the taking and transferring of power takes place, and even maintaining power, because it's a forever lust to gain and have and wield power by all, it's just like out in the streets. Everybody want to be the man on top. Everybody want to be Nino Brown. You might be Nino today, but it's a little nigga man right there with the smallest little sack. That motherfucker got dreams and aspirations, nigga, to be Nino tomorrow. So power, the lust for power is endless. You see what I'm saying? And so, when we talk, sometimes we become too moral. That's just like, I used to hear my daddy and them, they was, war veterans and shit going on, and he used to say hard shit that most motherfuckers couldn't say. You know what I'm saying? The reality, because we didn't understand, and he explained the shit much later, but you will hear soldiers say, God damn it, if you can't kill no babies, you ain't gonna win no war. I say, what? What the fuck is that man just say? What the fuck did he just say? He said, if you can't kill no babies, you can't win no war. I say, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what? Because the Vietnamese were strapping bombs to their babies. Walking them right on up in the camp. You understand what I'm saying? So you so loving and you so moral. You understand what I'm saying? To where you can't do that and a motherfucker strap bombs and militarize his children to where they become walking damn bombs and shit. And you so moral to what nigga, then there it is right there. You understand what I'm saying? So, the rules to obtain power. And I'm not telling nobody, I'm just telling you the vast, beliefs of people that assume power, the extent that they willing to go to obtain that power. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we have community, and I don't even know if it's legitimately a community, because I don't see us communing. You understand what I'm saying? We have to, in order for us to have a community, we got to commune. But we just don't want community. We want communal power. If we don't have communal power, that's just like, we be having lectures and we be having extraordinary information. And you would think, God damn, why after so many years, because we don't have the power. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have that ultimate joker that we gonna drop down. You understand what I'm saying? To take it. You understand what I'm saying? To take it. You understand when the Americans over here under the British, they pleaded, they negotiated. But see, negotiation is the conceding of any potential power. Once they stop negotiating, they say, fuck it, these motherfuckers ain't gonna hear nothing we talking about. They took their ass to war. I'm just being real with you. And that's for every revolution. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to go the moral route and they're going to negotiate. That's the moral route. I'm going to negotiate. Okay? I'm going to ask him. Let's see if he's moral on my level or my standards, because everybody's morality is not the same. Certain white people feel it's moral to fuck over white people. Black people, because they think we less than nothing. So, another man's morality may be one man's immorality, and another man's immorality may be another man's morality. You understand what I'm saying? Morality and immorality is judged on the level of the individual who interprets morality and immorality. You understand what I'm saying? Them motherfucking Greeks was up there, with them on them walls with them boys for a long time. They didn't see that shit as immoral. They didn't see that shit. That was the national custom. So in that culture, it was moral to do that, and it was a national practice. You see what I'm saying? So morality, and see, we don't understand that. We think we own the concept of morality. You just got to have moral power. You can't just have morality. You got to have African moral power, where you can enforce your morality. You understand what I'm saying? If that's what you believe in your nation. You understand? I see people are not practicing, African moral power. Everything you do, some niggas is spiritual, but they just don't have no spiritual power. They don't have no spirit. They got churches everywhere, mosques everywhere, synagogues everywhere. Niggas still in slavery. So if you got spirituality and you ain't got no power, nigga, you just floating off in the sky. So you got to have spiritual power. That means the churches unite. They got a demand to change this around for the community. Get businesses, get housing, get political representation. Use the church. Use the church as a means to enforce spiritual power. Not just in there hooping and hollering and slob all got down your goddamn jaw. 200-300 years of the black church in motherfucking existence, the most powerful organization, and yet it's still with that powerful organization, we are going into no wealth. This man can, because he has power, he can already, project what we gonna be, because he dictates all the parameters. He has power. He has economic power. He has political power, because when they get ready to vote on anything, they got to vote on it. No, nigga, we done told you 25,000 times. You're not getting this, nigga. Get out my face. Don't bring this shit. And then if you try to take it to the Supreme Court, they done already put all these Supreme Court justices in to slam you there. So when they slam all doors, then what you do? You crawl back in your hole, nigga, because you powerless. See what I'm saying? Power is backed up by force. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to wield that force to bring about submission. You understand what I'm saying? You got to bring that force wield that force to bring about submission. And just like I said, we can't just have education. We have to have educational power. We got to have educational power. You know what I'm saying? Not 5 million niggas with degrees heading to zero wealth. Got all these degrees, yet we still slated to have zero wealth. Got $1 trillion of so-called spending power. Yeah, and still we ain't. And the motherfuckers say, "Oh damn, we're gonna be headed towards it." Well, let's take that $1 trillion and turn this shit around. No aspirations, no will. See what I'm saying? No demand, no numbers. You understand? All you hear is niggas talk. You understand? But not ready to put that force behind there and make it a reality. They done punk black people, nigga. They done punk people. We are spiritually powerless. And when I say that, they done broke our spirit to rise up and make, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, when we start to try to upset, motherfuckers get erratic. Okay? I'm just gonna say this. So when you understand this, that's why most motherfuckers, they go quick to negotiation. Because if you ain't, if the man got a bigger force or a more determined force, then most motherfuckers gonna opt out. And so if you keep opting out and opting out and opting out, you are in in the potential of being eradicated off the planet. You understand what I'm saying? And we are at the point that we must establish some form of force power to bring about our reality of, we're going to lose all opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? To have a place in this world, even in Africa. I'm talking about Africa in the next video of, do certain nations in Africa owe blacks reparations, even if they do, in which they do owe us some form of reparations. Anytime you can admit that you was in on this reckless motherfucking operation of human genocide, you understand what I'm saying? Then, goddamn it, you got to reparate, you got to repair, that damage in which you admit to being a part of. You got to do that. You understand what I'm saying? But ultimately, when we take back our community, you understand, here in America, that's going to be the bell that's going to ring all around the world, because most people believe that we will not do it or cannot do it. Okay? Because they've been wielding white power on our ass and white terrorism, and that's their force, that terrorism. When I say, they got a will, they got an aspiration, and that force to bring about submission is them shooting us and beating us on TV. You understand? To bring terror that we won't rise up on them. You understand what I'm saying? That's the submission. We gonna submit. And so we won't think about it. And so when you get to talking about any type of, being militaristic, niggas don't want, man, we can't. That's the first thing, motherfucker, man, we can't, because it's in you, nigga, to opt out. Opt out, nigga. You done been terrorized enough, nigga. You know what the man gonna do. Don't get to talking too loud. You hear them niggas already, been bred with that gene in them. So we've been bred to be powerless, to perpetuate nothing but powerlessness. You understand? Generation after goddamn generation, where we have to negotiate for every goddamn thing that we want. And when you negotiate, you don't have no power. We got to look at where we have power today. You understand? If we got $1 trillion, when you go to that Arab store, you have the power to say, you know what? I'm not spending this motherfucking, fuck these motherfucking Arab. I'm not buying no more sweets. I'm going to start changing my diet to cut that motherfucking money off. I'm going to stop whatever the fuck it. And so that's where you going to have to, this is where you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, what is the greater cause? You understand? Me still being a slave to these other people, and it's getting greater and greater and greater. You understand what I'm saying? So the community is ground zero. You don't have to keep going in the Chinese restaurant. You can shut their motherfucking ass down today. You can decide that. Now, reparations, you might need the motherfucker to vote on that. You understand what I'm saying? But those areas where you have power, where you could dictate your will, your demand, now, you might not have, but your power, The power of self, you start there. You understand what I'm saying? And when each individual assumes the power of self, then we'll start, working towards a communal power. And that's what we need. We're not going to have no communal power without, self power over self, power over self. And that's where we got to start, because we need numbers. And if many of these niggas out here still, it's a necessity for them to go to the corner store and bend down and get an air all day power, then, that's where we going to be with that. We're not going to have, we talking about going to Africa, you understand, and speaking to the African nations on what was done to us. Not only, because, again, and I'm going to speak to that, our ancestors that were brought here had wealth in Africa. They had title. You understand what I'm saying? They had property. They had inheritance, and they were kidnapped and brought here. And so we are their descendants, and we are their beneficiaries. So whether he had, our family had beneficiaries in Africa, they very well may have, but they had some in America, which means that we are owed, a portion of that inheritance, because they, just because they were kidnapped, that don't mean that wasn't their inheritance. That wasn't that was still their property. Okay, that was still their wealth. That was still their titles that was snatched from them, and that's still theirs. And we are the descendants of those. So they owe us. But in order to make that demand of what is owed us in Africa, you understand, we have to take back the community here. And that's going to be, you know what I'm saying, the initiative. You understand? To stand before the world and demand on any level. Once we get that aspect, you understand what I'm saying, of taking back the community right here where we stay, and understand how to wield the power. We got to start somewhere. So we start with self, wielding the power of self. I'm not going over there. Fuck them. I'm sick of them. I know what they're doing. So whether my people as a whole, I'm going to start with me. And I'm going to speak to family, you know what I'm saying? As I, move around the community, I'm going to spit that fire to wake their ass up and let them know this is where we should be moving. Now, whether they like it or not, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I still spit the truth wherever I'm at. You understand? And eventually, either or. I'm not going to say what the outcome going to be, because many of our people will go into extinction and are going into extinction. And that's because maybe some of us need to leave here. That's just all it is to it. And I'm not, happy about it. It's just reality. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers get tired of leaving here, then they'll do what's necessary to stay on this motherfucker. And you're not going to stay on this planet without no goddamn power. So I don't want to hear nothing, power, we wield power in the hood. We know what a force of demand is. You understand what I'm saying? When a nigga come on your motherfucking block, nigga trying to open up traps and shit, this, that, and the third, nigga, this, you know what it is to, to get that nigga up off the block. Nigga, that niggas do this shit all over the country. They know it takes power, it take a will, it take aspiration, it take action, take numbers. Sometimes it don't take that many numbers. You understand? It could be one strong motherfucker do a whole lot of damage. You understand what I'm saying? But when we talk about ultimate power, it's gonna take numbers. You understand what I'm saying? We need a unison of community, of nationhood to bring about this power. So I'm gonna go over it again for family before I get up off of here. What is the objective of power? To take it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You do not ask nobody for your shit. If you're negotiating, you're conceding power. Okay, you're conceding the fact that you don't have the power to bring your will to reality. So you concede and you negotiate. Okay, that's not power. You understand what I'm saying? Power is never exchanged, by asking. Power is always exchanged by force. Okay, and so the objective of power is to take it if you don't have it, to maintain it by any means necessary. Fuck morality, immorality. Again, that's based on each man's interpretation. It don't give a fuck about spirituality. It don't give a fuck. And the power is absolute. You understand what I'm saying? It has its own rules to maintain its power. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn religion or none of that. Wield it. That means to be able to have and be able to use it. Not just have the motherfucking numbers. Not to be, we 82%. So what? So what, you 82%? Detroit 82% black. Bitch, you got a white mayor. You got a white mayor, motherfucker. Okay? So you have the possibility and potential of power, but you gave it away. You didn't use it. Okay? You're not, so that, that don't mean shit. Okay? So you have to wield the possibility and potential of power to come into power. When you got the potential, they could have done that in certain pockets and expanded. Once Detroit laid out, once Tulsa laid out, then we spread out to the cities around, expanding our power, showing this is how you do it. We'll come in and help you. Okay? And the power is the ability to bring your aspirations, your blueprint for global African supremacy to reality, regardless of an opposing force trying to stop you. So that means sometimes you're going to have to clash with an opposing force, and whoever got the most force, got the most will, got the most determination, got the most, and then we're going to have to talk about the militaristic aspects of that. You can't just have, you got to have some military power. You understand what I'm saying? You got to have some military power on top of that. That's what the force is talking about. But we'll talk about, the less aggressive, but ultimately that's what power is. And when we say back, the ability to bring your aspirations to reality, regardless of an opposing force trying to stop you, power is backed up by force. Okay? And what is force? We'll go over force one more again. Demand, you don't not negotiate. Demand, you demanding, you're not asking. Bitch, come up out them damn reparations. We sick of you. Bitch, you giving all these people's goddamn tax-free motherfucking loans to come in the black community. Fuck that. That, you okay? Okay. The negotiations is over because we see what your ultimate goal is. And if we don't put down the demand and the will, not just demand, will, we demand, but you can punk a nigga. Man, give me my shit. Man, you can keep it. You can keep it. Go right in his motherfucking mouth. Man, give me mine. Go right. Oh, dog, I thought, my bad. Make a motherfucker say my bad quick. So you can't just demand some shit. You got to have some will. You see what I'm saying? You got to suck that shit up, nigga. With aspirations. You got a blueprint. You ain't just going down there. You understand what I'm saying? You got a whole blueprint. You got 4 blueprints. You got 5 that lead to the same goal. You got the aspiration. And then you get the action. That means we got the demand, we got the will, we got the aspirations, and if we got the action. We're gonna bring this Action Jackson to your niggas, and we got the numbers. Okay? That's force. That's force. But that don't mean, and now with that force, you got to be able to make the opposing force submit. You got to make them submit. If you can't make nobody submit, you ain't got no power. If you got to ask a motherfucker for everything and you ain't got no power to make a motherfucker submit, you ain't got no goddamn power. You out of power. You see what I'm saying? You out of goddamn power. So we got to go over this equation. And whether we and if we don't have it all at today, we got to look at the equation. That's just like in geometry. God damn it, I'll be looking at some of them goddamn formulas and I say, well, goddamn. You know what? I can't get that motherfucker today, but I'm going to study this motherfucker and study this motherfucker. Power is the wielding of that force to bring about submission. Power equals force plus submission. Period. Force plus submission. Okay, submission can, and so we say submission can bring into play moral or immoral tactics. If I got to be immoral to come into power, I'm going to be the most immoral motherfucker. Certain shit I'm not going to ever do. But when you talking about being out of power for this goddamn, it can't be not unnatural. I use the term immoral, but I won't use the term unnatural. You understand what I'm saying? Because we can't do nothing unnatural. But goddamn it, immorality is most definitely on the plate. We can eat on some when it comes to, and I'm just gonna be real with you. If you so moral that you ain't ready to play the card of immorality to come into power, then goddamn it, you ain't gonna get no power. Okay, you ain't gonna goddamn get no power. Okay, a demand has nothing to do with negotiation. So I hear a lot of niggas negotiating, and I ask them the question: if you don't get no reparation, what's next? What you gonna do? They're just like, or else, a motherfucker, you know, I heard Farrakhan say, you know, freedom or else. What's the or else? Or what's the or else? So when you go down there and you play this last card in front of a white supremacist president, Congress, and Supreme Court, and they deny you, you see what I'm saying? Then what's next? Because you don't have no demand. You understand what I'm saying? You're not here to wield no power. You're not here to wield no force to bring about these people to submit to your will. Okay? And so a demand has nothing to do with negotiation. If you're negotiating, you're conceding the fact that you don't have the power to bring your will to reality. You're asking, nigga. You're on your knees once again. And so we didn't went over that. You understand what I'm saying? In the end, we say the possibility and potential of power is not the same as wielding power. Okay? It's a reckless misuse of power to give away power. So again, if I tell you that, and you asking the white man to give you the type of reparations that you asking for, which morally is yours, but we're not talking about morality. We're talking about power, okay? That kind of blueprint will remove whites in America from global power. So it's a reckless misuse of power to give away power. So why would the fuck you think they would give you that if it would potentially remove them from global authority? Okay? So you got to use your motherfucking brain. You know, if you was in that position, what would the fuck you do? Okay? And so again, we just don't want community. We want community plus power, or else we just communing. And many times we ain't even communing. You understand what I'm saying? We just in each other's way. That's what the fuck, and that's why we act towards each other, because we don't have no community if we not communing. But even in that instance, I don't want community without no power. We got to have communal power. Okay, we got to, so we can will and force our demands and our, you got to go. Ain't gonna be no more Arab liquor stores in the black community. Every Coney Island, every fish fry, every motherfucking gas station, every cellular phone store, every mom and pop clothing store, all of that, all them thousands of little small businesses, we giving them back to every black family should have one. That's aspiration. That's my will. That's my demand. I got to get these numbers. I got to get some action, and I got to get some numbers, because we can make that a reality. So you got to pick what battles you can win. We can win that one. We can win that one. All we got to do is have will. We got to get up off the good nigga initiative and just trying to be an Arab nigga, or trying to be the white man nigga, or trying to, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, trying to get a crumb from them while they pimp the goddamn community. Just like yesterday, many of these niggas, because they so, you know, they so lowly in character, in spirit, you know what I'm saying? They'll sit back and work for these beasts. Just like when you watching a lot of the damn Koreans jumping on sisters in the beauty supply. It's a nigga that's security up in there, holding. I said, God damn, I wish I could have been in there with a 2x4. God damn, I would have broke that motherfucker across his head. Like, nigga, god damn, you gonna sit up there and hold your sister while, see, that's no different than a black community allowing a white pimp to stand on the corner of in an all black community pimping black women, and not a nigga in the goddamn community rise up. I mean, goddamn, you know, I just can't believe that we that low. I just don't believe that we that low. You understand what I'm saying? We can't just have education. We got to have educational power. Education is an instrument to help you maintain, will, expand power. That's what it is. If it ain't educating you into doing that, it's not education. Because either you educating to stay in power, take power, or you're educating to stay out of power. Ain't no in between. You know, you think education is A, B, C, D. Bitch, shut up, please. Get out my face. It ain't about niggas memorizing dates and yes, you know what I'm saying? History is the element to show where our people were in power. And it's supposed to give you the inspiration to, again, come into power by any means, not just throwing no dates and community, you know, ceremonies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just use that shit for ceremony. Gasoline, and your bitch ass will shake in your boot. Soon as one of them goddamn crackers say, boo, get your ass off the corner, nigga, and your ass up out of there like Speedy Gonzalez. And then you crying out all these great individuals, nigga, you know damn well you couldn't step in their shoes, nigga, in your dreams, nigga. You couldn't even step in their shoes in your dreams. So we got to wake up today, family. So this is a quick look at power. We don't just want economics. We want economical power. We got $1 trillion of spending power. Then we should be redirecting all that $1 trillion of spending power, spending it with black people. I hear them say spending power. Well, who the fuck is we spending it with? Because that's who we empowering. Now, if we take that $1 trillion and empower the black community, see, when we do that, when we empower our own community here, and that's going to be the bell that ring off. When we step to the African, we step to that European, we're going to already be tight. We're going to already lay the foundation of invincibility. See, when you got your your defense is tight and it's impenetrable, then you're invincible. You got to have an impenetrable defense, and when you cannot be penetrated, you are invincible. Okay, you are invincible. You understand? So that's what we need when we go out, and then the offense is the ability to get the victory. You understand? You can be invincible and just maintain your invincibility, but when you get ready to take it, that's the offense. You trying to win the game. You trying to take it to a motherfucker. You trying to ultimately win the whole game. Okay, and so when we get ready to step to the world, we got to have this community together. We got to take that $1 trillion and I don't want to speak too much into the next video. Okay, and again, we can't just have spirituality. We got to have spiritual power. I'm sick of you motherfuckers who got $1 trillion. You got 1 million fucking churches. You niggas can't get together and bring about no change in the community. Talking about God love us, and all we do and all we see is decadent fucking societies with churches on the fucking corner. Sick of you motherfuckers. If God don't want to see my community look better than what it is, fuck God. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I don't give a fuck who don't like it. If my God don't want to see me on top, he ain't my God. My God love me. My God want to see me on top today, not tomorrow. We ain't got to wait. My God want to see me on top today on the throne. If my God don't want to see me on top today, he's not my God. I'm going to let you know that. So don't come knock on my door talking about, bitch, get off of my door. Get out my life. Get off of the corner. Okay? Again, family, let's go over this. We're going to keep going over. We're going to keep going over. Me and Pharaoh going in this Sunday. Matter of fact, go on Young Pharaoh's podcast. I'm going to be on the podcast in 5 minutes. And then I'm coming back to the general page, and we getting on should do certain African nations owe blacks in America reparations. I'm talking that hard shit, and we just getting started. And so motherfuckers say they got a movement out here. Wait till the end of this motherfucking year. See what this gas go. Niggas, if it ain't that gas, I wouldn't even fuck with it. Straight up. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't even fuck with it. Yeah, I'ma work with you. I'm gonna work with you now. I'm gonna work with you. But we got to have gas. Global African supremacy. And how do you bring about gas? TAC, TAC, total African control. And how do you bring about total African control? African power. Okay, and we done went over the definitions of power. We're gonna go over it again and again and again and again and again and again and again till you get the formulas. And then when you start right there in your household, start right there in your community, you as an individual, and teach your family these same aspects of power. And then we'll start working on the community. I'll bring the family because I'm the brother that can bring the community together. Okay, I'm gonna bring the ones that say they have the same aspirations, and I'm gonna put their ass to task. And if I bring you to task, and then you don't live up to what you say out of your fucking mouth, then the numbers that's with me, we intend to break backs. Nigga, you're not gonna be playing with our time and our energy, because we got to have something on this planet that's sound before we get up off of here. We got to have something for our children that's sound before we get up off of here. That's power. That's expanding power into the future. So family, I want y'all to run on over there to Young Pharaoh's podcast. You can go to his Facebook, go to my Facebook, or you can just go to his YouTube page, any one of his YouTube page, slide on down. Yes, I think it say Unpolitically Correct Podcast. I want you to go there. We're going to be getting busy, you understand, tonight and then this Sunday. I'm going to put it down there in this description, a link to where you can get the live stream, me and Young Pharaoh going in this Sunday. Education and economics exposed. Okay? Education and economics exposed. And this is a slight preview. But I tell you what, when I come in Sunday, nigga, you gonna thank nigga Malcolm X, Khalid Muhammad, Patrice Lumumba, Marcus Garvey, nigga, and a goddamn demon wrapped all up in the goddamn one gonna be there in the name of General Cyrus Seti. Nigga, I'm gonna be all I got to be to bring the information that's necessary for us to get up out of this situation. So family, thank you for being in the house. I see you at I think it's gonna be 10. I'm gonna go on at 10 o'clock at right here on the General's page. Head on over to Unpolitically Correct Young Pharaoh, and let's keep this shit moving. This is the General Cyrus Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.